want to welcome everybody here. This is truly an exciting day that I can finally know that my running mate is here, my partner is here, and that we can move this franchise forward, because it's going to take both of us and a lot of other people as well. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my running mate and a person that together we're going to turn this franchise around, and we're going to build it block by block. And it's going to take us a little time, but we're going to get there. And last but not least, we're both looking forward to working with Luke, because he's the right man for the job and is doing a tremendous job of really working with our young, talented guys and his coaching staff. And so we're both looking forward to doing that. So, brother, I'm going to turn the mic over to you.
I'm a little bit of a storyteller by nature, so I think Magic and I agreed that as we help run this franchise, that we want to do things a little bit differently. Not just doing things differently for the sake of being different, but to put the Lakers back on the proper place of being the gold standard franchise in all of sports for others to look at and try to emulate, because that's what Dr. Buss did with this team, and what our calling is here. It became instantly clear that the vision was completely like-minded. We had a common faith. We felt like this was a calling to do something great and critically important. The Lakers franchise serves really two things. It serves our players, and it serves the fans of this incredible, incredible team. And we felt a vision to make sure that we did that with excellence in all things. And that was the first words that Irvin used when we sat down. He said, "Rob, my wife Cookie's been praying about this, so you know some good things are going to start to happen." But he immediately started focusing on the term, a commitment to excellence and being best in class in everything we do. Mm-hmm. And we are going to all come together like Dr. Buss envisioned, and we're going to collaborate. We're going to exchange ideas. People's opinions are going to be shared and respected. Jeannie and Irvin are going to guide the vision, and we're going to all architect it.
Hi, Rob. To your earlier point about being aggressive and getting a lot of talent, what's a realistic timetable for all that to come to fruition where you guys are back at the championship level?
You know, I'm hesitant to paint timelines, but what I'm not hesitant to do is that we are going to be committed to excellence every day. Mm-hmm. And I think you have to, all of these things are like a chess game. You've got to start moving pieces around the board before you can win the game. And we're committed. As of yesterday, when we had our first roundtable, we are implementing a plan as we speak, and making moves to have the best talent in the league in this building. And it won't stop until we accomplish the goal. But to predict whether that's 1 year or 5 years is impossible. What we can predict is the hard work we're going to put into making sure it happens.
Exactly.
Rob, right here. Right here, here you go. How you doing, Rob? Go back 10 years or so, the Lakers had an intrinsic advantage economically based on their market and their brand. And this last CBA in 2011, the current one, that's changed significantly as far as revenue sharing and equalizing the playing field. How do the Lakers have to do business now in this new environment? How do you get back to the top under these new rules?
We still have an intrinsic advantage. You know, when Irvin put on the 32 and when Kobe put on the 8 and the 24, that can't be replicated anywhere on the globe with any other team. And we are going to make sure that that's how players that come here feel and want to be a part of this. We are getting back to that place. This LA platform, this Lakers brand, the Buss family, and the legacy of winning cannot be replicated. So we have an intrinsic advantage. In terms of the cap and the maneuvering through that, we will do our best to be creative. And yes, there is a new CBA with a tilt towards players staying with their home team. But that doesn't mean you stop being competitive to get the best. And we'll figure out a way to do it and use the advantages that we have to make sure it happens.
And Rob led us yesterday in a great exercise of the next 5 free agent classes, the next 5 years in a row. So we understand how much they can receive from their team and also how much we can offer them. So the guy is already on top of it. He has a plan in place. I mean, we're going to move forward. And so I'm looking forward to it. Yesterday we were off and running, and we're going to continue to do that. We're going to go back to New York and even get more details on the CBA, the new CBA, and take a day and a half of sessions back in New York with the league. And Commissioner Silver, like he does with every other team, so has allowed us to come in and make sure we know everything in terms of the CBA and the new CBA. So we're looking forward to doing that.
The young core that you're inheriting now with D'Angelo and Ingram and the other recent draft picks now, do you believe that's a championship foundation that you're taking over here?
I don't know, but I do know this. We have a championship coach, and Irvin and I are going to put in a championship accountability system to make sure that any player that has the honor to put that jersey on is striving for greatness and is working hard and is a person of integrity. And all of those players are inspired by what he did and what Kobe did and what other captain did and the other Laker greats. We have a championship heritage. We have championship ownership. We have a championship coach. We have a championship president. We've got all the pieces in place.
Let me just add to that. All of them have to get more consistent. Every one of them across the board. And if we can get them more consistent on a nightly basis, bringing it every single night. Like last night, it was a joy to watch. They were into it. They were into each other. They supported each other. They were talking on defense. You could just see that they were really playing Laker basketball. So we got to get that all the time. How can we get that on more of a consistent basis? And that's what we have to do.